Hey, mister, it's David Aragon, your father. Yes, David Aragon, your father. Hey, so it's May 18th, 2022, and I'm driving home in the car again, even though I love riding. Damn it. But it's the only time I really get to record videos for you. So, I've been doing 2 or 3 the last few days. So, still working on stage 17, tearing that puppy down. Took down a bunch of track for the blue screen, the black, solids. Excuse me, and all that kind of stuff. The ultra bounce. Although I don't remember if that stage had ultra bounce. I'm sure it did. It looks like every stage that we do has the blue all the way blue all the way around, for special effects, and a solid, and then an ultra bounce in case I need to bounce light back onto the set. But all those big rags have been gone for a long time. We do so. So that's down at the bottom. So we on a 360 set, you have a blue screen, right? And then the way Marvel does it is they've got lights in the ceiling 7 feet above the magic cloth. I think that 7 feet kind of rough number is the magic distance to make sure that all the lights are nice and even and there's no hot spots. So you have lights above magic cloth with LED lights that can change colors and stuff, and then you have the blue screen all the way around, and then you've got most of the time it's the LEDs at the top angled down at the blue screen, and then at the bottom you've got fluorescent tube lights aimed at the blue screen, and that produces a really even light, because the light has to be evenly spread out so they can do the really good special effects. If there's wrinkles and hot spots from the lights, then it messes that up. So you have that, but so you have on the backside you've got the blue screen, and then you've got a light right here. So that means on the floor you've got to have another blue screen thing, and we call those, they're basically 8 or 12 foot. I think they're 12 foot or maybe 15. They're pretty long, depending. But you've got a wood frame with plastic on the back, and then a blue screen on that, so no light and stuff seeps through the blue. And then we call that a bamboozle. On the floor it's a bamboozle. And then at the top, where you have light shooting down onto the blue screen, you have to hide those lights too, in case the camera looks up or sees a wider angle. You've got to hide those lights, and we call that, we hang a rag, we hang a solid, and which is away from the stage, and then a blue. So blue here, solid, so when you're looking at it, there's no light coming through. Sometimes at OFS, where we shot a different scene, we used a really thick, fire-resistant black tarp on the backside of the blue screen, and we call that a teaser. So at the top you have a blue teaser, which is about 4 or 5 feet tall, the back blue screen, and then at the bottom you've got the blue bamboozle, and that does the 360 and it hides the lights. So anyway, now you're all caught up on that kind of stuff. So what else is going on? Tomorrow is my boss, Kent Baker, his last day. Kent Baker has worked on tons and tons of shows for I don't know how long, 30 years or something. And he worked on Top Gun Maverick back in 2020. So he's like super big time. That's not, ideally, that's not what I want to do. Ideally, what I want to do is do this grip stuff for a shorter period of time because it's so hard. Everything's so freaking heavy, and you know, I'm sore all the time and dirty and all that kind of stuff. At my age, I would prefer to do a digital loader, which is a camera. And see, camera is a 600 union. I'm in the union IATSE 479, but the camera department, the camera operators and the loaders and the first AC, second AC, that kind of stuff, those guys are in the 600. And I think it's like $5,000 or $10,000. Maybe it might even be like $12,000 to join that union. To join my union, 479, it was, I want to say it was like $1,375. But the lady who started my application after I did all my stuff, she noticed that I was she asked me if I was a prior military, and I said yes. So apparently they had a $1,000 discount for military, which was awesome. I didn't even know that, so I had a check written for like $1,375. But after she asked me, she said, well, I'll just hold on to this check and you just bring me another check for $375. So that was awesome because it saved me $1,000. So ideally, my plan at my age, I mean, I've done the first unit grip stuff. First unit is when you're on set, when you're a grip on set with the top actors, right? The main actors. Second unit would be if they needed a crew to go out and get a camera shot of the hero car, which is the car that the main actor drives in. If you were going to get a shot of the hero car driving down the road where you don't see the main actor, that could be a second unit kind of thing. Or you need to get an insert shot, a close-up shot of a flag flying, or whatever, or horse, or whatever, some other second unit would be a unit that goes out and gets footage not with the main actors. I've only done first unit, which is the main crew, the main actors, that kind of stuff, and then this rigging job, rigging grip on Fayette, on Pinewood, which is now Trilla Studios, for hot code name Hot Christmas, which is Guardians of the Galaxy #3. So those are the things, and everything's heavy. So you have C-stands, which is a light stand that is widely used all the time on a film set. And then you have a combo stand, which is a more really heavy duty stand that you would use for heavier items like big, huge 8x8, 12x12, 20x20 frames with like a blue screen or a solid or a magic cloth or an ultra bounce rag. So it's a metal frame, right? And then you just spread out the rag, then you tie it up. And then you have, and the combo stands are pretty heavy. And then everything's just thrown on your shoulder. So everything's heavy, everything hurts. And then the mambo stands are even bigger than the combo stands. And those things are even heavier than that. And they hurt more when you ride them on your shoulder. And the legs, there are 3 legs, and the legs are square. They're not round. So it's not like you can just easily do that. And then also as a rigging grip, you're dealing with all these trusses, and then like today we moved 20-foot trusses which, I mean, they're heavy as crap, and I can lift them. And I've put one on my shoulder before, but it's heavy as hell, and everything's dirty. You're hot and you're sweaty. I mean, so ideally what I would like to do is I would like to do the grip thing for a little bit, you know. I would say, like, ideally I would have already transitioned out, because I'm already old enough. I've learned some stuff. Now I want to move on to where I can do something that's not going to kill me. Like a loader, a digital loader, a second AC, some people call it a second AC, a digital loader, that comes from the film loader, where the second AC would load the film stock into the camera. Now that we have digital cameras all the time, or a lot of times, they call it a digital loader. So that's the person who manages the cards. They take all the footage off the card. So you're the loader, so you go manage the cards, you grab the cards, you secure them, you take them to your setup, and you have to offload all of the footage. And it's obviously, if you're working on a movie set, where's the deal? Gotta go. Love you. Bye.